Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and their twin flame connection. Twins, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. If you're here as a cross watcher, welcome. If you are here and you're not sure of what a twin flame connection is, you can find a link to Gabi Kovalenko's full-length explanation of the twin flame journey in the description box below. She just does such a beautiful job explaining the journey in depth. In a nutshell, a twin flame journey describes two people who share the same energetic soul. So one soul to two people. Usually when the twins encounter one another, there is a passionate and intimate connection that is so intense that it actually triggers both twins into a separation period, which can be of varying lengths, months, years, decades. The twin flame journey is encompasses a runner-chaser dynamic, and triggers the twins to go into a period of solitude and spiritual awakening. They heal from triggers and traumas, discover their spiritual gifts, and then use those gifts to help to raise the vibration of humanity. So many twins in separation fall in love with themselves. And when they do that, all of their senses are heightened. All of their gifts are catapulted to the next level. And that's when this inner light shines and they raise the vibration of people around them. And that's the twin flame mission. And there's so many twins that have been reincarnated in this lifetime because the world needs them. So I'm going to be using 3 decks for your reading today. The first one for the overall energy will be from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and at the end I'll read from the book. The base spread will be the Dream Song Oracle, and I don't have the box for this, but the tarot will be with the Gilded Tarot by Zero Marchetti. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for the air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. Number 16, which corresponds to the Tower card in the Major Arcana. Tower card is Aries and Scorpio energy, and it talks about great shock, awe and upheaval, surprise. And the words are all that glitters. The rest of that sentence, right? All that glitters is not gold. Fool's gold, Spirit just said. Pyrite. Actually have some right here on the desk. Pyrite. It's very hefty, very weighty. It's beautiful. It's beautiful crystal to work with for abundance. But this sentiment is kind of, I think many of you at this time might be kind of shattering some illusions about the twin flame journey and your twin themselves. You know, I used to think that my twin walked on water, and now it's like, wow, how wrong I was. Right? I love my twin to pieces, but he does not walk on water. Far from it. Neither do I. But it's this sense that the bubble has been burst for you in some respect. And you are, it caused a tower moment, and you are really trying to see things as they are, not as you want them to be. I'm gonna take 4 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier. The first cards will be your energy. The second, your twins. The third, the connection. And the fourth, advice from spirit. Feel free to flip the energies of you and your twin, as twin flames often mirror one another. There's been a lot of mirroring in the readings, the twin flame readings for this series. And also I want to point out there are 2 masks here. So both of you could be wearing masks with each other right now. And just spoiler alert, this is the first card out with the mask, okay? 3 cards for clarifier, please, Spirit. One more. Okay. Oh, okay. Number 18, which corresponds to the moon card in the major arcana, that's Pisces energy and talks about mystery, illusion, and confusion, secrets, illumination in the darkness. The moon is so beautiful, but so mysterious at the same time. The card is seek the angel perspective. But I do want to highlight the mask here. Closed eyes even. This is your energy, twins. Could there be something that you are, you know, what was I saying? It's like, sorry. I put this deck down. You know, sometimes there's static electricity. The first card on top refuses to sit properly. It keeps sliding off, sliding off. I've done it 4 times now. 5th time it slid off, so I will take this card. Number 7, which corresponds to the Chariot card of the major arcana, Cancer energy. And it says learn from the bees. In the what reading was it? Was it the fire sign reading? There was a bee that tapped on my window, flew right up to my window, tapped on it, and flew away. It was pretty striking. For somebody whose name is Honey, anytime I get any reference to bees, it's pretty significant, right? Bees talk about collaboration, teamwork, frequency and vibration, hive mind. I also want to denote the mask, the hidden eyes. There's something about these hidden eyes. Look at this. Look, I need to show you all the cards. This is the connection card, closed eyes. This is the advice from Spirit card, all closed eyes. This is the clarifying card for your twin, closed eyes. Open eyes for your twin. Interesting. This is interesting. There's something about it. It's something about sight, something about not being able to see something clearly. And that perhaps could be why you are seeking the angel perspective. So you could be working with your spirit guides right now, your ancestors, your archangels that guide you. That's good, right? One, we should always be working with them because they're there to help us. But I feel as though you're being very specific with your question. And the question revolves around this learn from the bees card. How can I, it's almost like this idea of production. How can I be more productive with this journey, with my life, with my words, with my actions? How can I make them understand is what Spirit just played for me in my head. How can I make them understand? Well, they're not going to understand if they're not in a place to receive. So it's almost like Spirit is suggesting that you let go of that expectation. Focus on understanding yourself and understanding what it is that you're trying to communicate, because you will communicate it through the 5D. Your higher self will communicate it on your behalf. I know that sounds crazy. I mean, I don't know if it sounds crazy, because we're all like trying to figure this journey out, right? This actually, I experienced this. I tell my higher self to talk to my twin's higher self. Especially if I'm like this energy, because I felt like this. I tell my higher self to talk to his higher self. Get it together. I'm very much in my divine masculine right now. And I won't be able to step out of divine masculine until he steps into his. Until he releases the divine feminine, so that I can incorporate the divine feminine. Right? We need to be able to switch polarities. See things from your twin's different perspective. But right now, I'm very much in my divine masculine, and I'm like, get it together. Get your stuff together. Figure it out. I can't figure it out for you. I'm always having this conversation. And I'm relaying that message through my higher self to his higher self. Right? It's clarified by the Lovers in reverse. Gemini energy. Gemini, you showed up in your own reading. I think this is, I don't know, I think this is the only sign that got the Lovers in reverse. Annoyingly. The Lovers card talks about divine partnership, divine union, but it can also talk about a choice point. You know, this idea here that you are asking spirits, I'm sorry, I moved the camera, asking Spirit for advice on this journey, right? Making the decision to, I don't think you're wishy-washy about it anymore. I think you're diving in, because I see this character here, this archangel, right, attached like a marionette. Spirit wouldn't let me say puppet. They wanted to say the word marionette. I don't know if that's a French word. It feels like a French word. Your twin might be French, speak French. You might be French. I feel a lot of astral projection energy here because of this little town. It's almost like kind of traveling across space and time to connect with your twin in the astral. You have a lot of questions right now. Learn from the bees. I don't know. I am not going to be so presumptuous as to think that I have anything to do with it, but Spirit put the thought in my head because it references bees, because it's a number 7, which is a Chariot card, which is Cancer energy. I'm a Cancer, so just have an open mind with the rest of the reading. I think there's something here for you. Okay, I think some of these questions might be answered. Your twin, number 34, which is a 7. Okay, there's another 7 here, and they got let it burn. It's this idea that, okay, we can see the fox and the hare. Do you see the hare in the background? The hare is giving side eye at this person, fox figure. There's like total side eye, total shade. happening? Throwing shade. I don't say that very often either. I think your twin is in a little bit of denial about what is actually happening here. Because you see how this moon is inside this nest? We have the crescent moon here. Lots of mirroring happening. It's like both of you are looking at the same thing, but the filter over your eyes is completely different. So the perspective on it, your take on the connection is completely different. You're not on the same page right now. That's okay. And my twin is an air sign. I completely feel this. Not on the same page right now. I think a lot is happening in your twin's life where they are just, you know, cleaning house. Sometimes when we start like a bonfire or something, we throw debris in there that we want to get rid of. It could be completely emotional or internal. I'm trying to clean up inside. They're trying to release some of the muck that has been built up in their psyche for so long. Right? 9 of Swords in reverse to clarify, right? All of these crazy thoughts that have been, in a sense, haunting them. They're trying to release. 9 of Swords, typically the nightmare card. Things just bearing down on us. And they're trying to release all of it. For the connection, number 15, which corresponds to the Devil card in the Major Arcana, Capricorn energy. Protecting the fledgling. Earth signs did get this as well. I want to point out though, look at this. 2 different decks. Look at it. That is a hell of a synchronicity. The communication that I'm getting, the download that I'm getting right now is like your best friend and your worst enemy. I see a lot of tension with these 2 cards, actually. Side by side. This one, alone, it feels okay, but when it's pitted next to this energy, it feels like a kind of mirroring that feels counterproductive. And this is the energy of the connection. Right now, both of you are feeling defensive of everything that you've built for yourselves. It's almost like this twin flame journey is somehow feeling like it's threatening you, when what it's doing is just triggering insecurities, right? It's triggering like these issues of abandonment or loss or grief. The sense that we are not good enough. Clarified by the Ace of Wands in reverse. The Ace of Wands, aces always bring new from Spirit. Spirit wants to bring this brand new beginning to you. But there's, and your twin, and there's hesitancy. You know, it kind of feels like a new partner that is not your twin. We are able to be with soulmates. I think it's difficult for you to reconcile that fact. Can I get a clarifier for the Ace of Wands in reverse? What is this thing that you're bringing in, please, Spirit? Could be new job, new start. What is it, please, Spirit? Yeah, so Page of Cups. Could be a new romantic interest or a friend. A small energy, but a great love affair starts with a hello. Right? You have to put some foot forward. And I ask Spirit, what are they trying to bring towards you? Trying to bring this page. I don't think either of you want to look at it. This is Spirit's advice, right? Welcome presence. Number 39, which reduces to an 11, the Justice card. Libra energy in the Major Arcana. Libra, you showed up in your own reading. The eyes are closed here, but it's almost as if they're being cradled. You know what it feels like? It feels like past versions of yourself that have been asleep and dormant. And it's almost like I'm half expecting her to open her eyes. Wake up. Welcome. Welcome presence. The word is presence, as if to be in the presence of, but the word is present as in a gift. The Spirit is kind of playing with that, what is it called, a double entendre? Welcome the gift of this journey. I'm going to read from the book number 16, All That Glitters. A need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly thing, being mercurial. It's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? Would you still desire your twin? If you could fully understand the extent of their psyche, the extent of their heart, for better or for worse, would you still want your twin to love you for all those same reasons? I hope the answer is yes. That's up to you. That's your reading, air signs. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please set the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, twins.